Give me your record for the team this year. Give me your team MVP and give me another bold prediction for the season.
I'm going all three at first?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say 7-9, which is like the blandest, most boring prediction of all time, but it just seems a lot of things have to go bad in a very particular manner for them to only win 3 games last year. I don't think that they could help but improve this year, and I just don't think that they have enough. They've shown me enough to think they have a winning record. So I say 7-9. Team MVP, I'm going to take another easy answer. I'll say Trent Williams, who I think is probably the best individual player on the team. I don't know how a left tackle can be an MVP if the offense isn't great, but I'll say it anyhow. And another bold prediction, not a very cheerful one, but I'm going to say that Alfred Morris, after running for like 1,600 yards his first year and then like more than 1,200 his second year, I'm going to say that he has a career low in rushing yards this year, probably because they're going to use a third down back a little bit more and also because I think they're going to throw the ball more.
You still see him over 1,000 though?
Yes.
All right, Mike, give me yours.
6-10. A modest improvement over last year. I think that this offense is going to take a while to catch up to the defense, and I think Jim Haslett's going to his defense is going to have to win some football games at some point for this team. But I think 6-10, and you're not completely people that really like this team. They're not going to be completely bummed about this season. I think Robert Griffin III is still the team MVP. I think he puts up the most numbers. They did get him a few more weapons, and I do think he comes around on offense. And I mean, I believe that by the end of this season, Jim Haslett will have reinvented himself as one of the great defensive minds in this game again, and people will realize that it was a good move to keep him.
That is bold. What do you got, Neil?
I agree with Mike. I'm going 6-10 for the record. My MVP is going to be Brian Arakpo.
Can I go 8-8? I don't want to be the same predictions. I'm sorry.
Nope, you're on the record already.
So 6-9-1, something like that.
There you go. Yeah. So I think Brian Arakpo is going to be the MVP. I mean, he was used much more in pass coverage in the past, and I think that's going to change under Jay Gruden. I think you'll see him rushing the passer. I actually struggle between Arakpo and Kerrigan, but I think Arakpo is the better player. So it wouldn't surprise me to see him above double digits in sacks, and I think he'll probably go beyond that. My bold prediction, I think Kirk Cousins starts at least 3 games this season. I think that RG3 is too prone to injury, and I think that he's probably closer to his 2013 performance, even with the injury, than he was his rookie season. I think that rookie season is probably the best we're ever going to see of RG3. So I say Kirk Cousins starts at least 3 games this season.
I like it.
For the record, I wouldn't be surprised if Cousins starts at least 3 games either. I just think it would be because of injury.
Because of injury,
I'm down for the injury.
Sure. It's a good bold prediction. I'll go 8-8. I'll take the more optimistic look. I'll take Jordan Reed for your team MVP, and I'll also go that same route to say Jordan Reed Pro Bowl year. That'll be my bold prediction for the season. But we'll see. The offense has to click for them to go 8-8, and the NFC East, like Neil said, is pretty much there for the taking, unless you believe in the Eagles.
And one thing that we do, just like every other analyst or most analysts, I think, is we predict basically something similar to what happened the year before. So last year we were all like, 10-6, 11-5. Right. We were all off by 8 games. And
the Eagles could be at the bottom.
You never know. We never know.
Could become a star in New York.
I predicted 6 games to win last season, and I think I was in the minority.
You were close.
Really?
You were close.